Welcome to the Quantum Explorers Quantum Learning First Holographic Classroom. In this series, I will introduce you to a new possibility and paradigm of organic human learning. I will share with you how you can acquire new ideas and insights instantly through consciously tapping into the quantum field. And you will understand how it is possible to get immediate answers to your questions. You will learn how you can generate profound understanding and unique wisdom beyond your current belief patterns and paradigms through the communication and co-creation with the quantum field of consciousness. And finally, I will introduce you to the quantum holodeck method of learning, how I envision it, and I will give you some ideas of how you can set up your own personal holographic classroom to access cosmic consciousness for your individual learning journey. How does that sound? So this series has 4 classes, and today we will start with laying the foundations by looking at the nature of consciousness and our self-concepts as organic human beings and how we are actually an extension of the quantum field of consciousness. In the second class, we will build up on that foundation and look into how cosmic communication works and also do that. And in the class 3, we will learn the process of actively receiving new insights and understanding and wisdom, and do that directly from the quantum field of consciousness. And finally, and I'm very excited about that class, finally, in class 4, we will combine all our new understanding into one practical application, which I call the quantum holodeck method. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? I am so excited for this class. But before we go further, I'd like to give you a little bit of a background where this is coming from. So this series on quantum learning, which is to activate and expand your organic human intelligence, is brought to you by the Quantum Explorers. And this is not only my business brand, but it is also an active psychic community on Facebook, which you are very welcome to join. And I will share with you the link in the chat now. So if you're interested later on, you can check this out. Give me a second for that. I'll copy the link and copy. And here goes the chat. So voila, link to the Quantum Explorers. What is this? So it's my intention with this group or with this project is to create a research community. I'd like to bring people together who are actively engaged in developing their psychic skills. And I envision the Quantum Explorers as a place where we can come together and study and train together our individual psychic abilities. And the focus of all of the learning and the projects like this or classes I do here today is to learn more about our possibilities, the possibilities of organic human intelligence and how we can apply those for our own personal growth through learning, but also how this has an impact on the collective evolution of humanity. And by just learning more about ourselves and the conscious universe, which is exactly what this class is about. And the group is free. Everyone who is interested in these topics or also in psychic abilities and personal development, you're very welcome to join. You do not have to have a certain skill set or a level of skills in terms of psychic abilities to be part of this community. So this is the background where this is coming from. And in case you don't know me yet, so for those who don't know me yet, my name is 𝗤𝘖𝗎𝗄, and I call myself a visionary communicator. And I apply my psychic skills in my private online healing practice. I mostly work with a technique that's called theta healing. And I help my clients to shift their subconscious beliefs to improve actually their psychic awareness and their abilities. And I have been interested in psychic development for more than 20 years. And today I contribute my knowledge and my skills and my understanding and the experience that I have with that to help create a future where organic human beings like you and me can access their innate potential for telepathy. That is my main focus, to activate and teach telepathy so that we can all become, again, multidimensional communicators. So what also brings me to study psychic development and especially telepathy is a life-changing experience that I had in 2013. And that was when my own psychic senses very suddenly and very dramatically were fully opened. And I had to deal with all of that and had to learn how to deal with all of the information that was at first very overwhelming. But it taught me a lot. And this is where my experience with this comes from, and where I learned how to communicate on that energetic psychic level. And besides that, I also hold a degree, a master's degree in communication science, and I trained and I taught as a Kundalini yoga teacher for a while, and which is both a very a foundation for my independent research into psychic development, and especially my interest in telepathy. So now that you know who I am, I have a little exercise for you. So before we dive into today's content, I would like to introduce you to a very short practice that I do in all of my classes, and that is called heart-brain coherence meditation. And you can find out more about this little exercise at the Heart-Mouth Institute, and I will share a link with you. So if you want to follow up on that, you can and learn more about it. They do amazing things at the Heart-Mouth Institute. So here is another link for you for future learning. And then what this meditation does, basically, it is synchronizes and harmonizes the dialogue between your heart and the brain, and by matching the frequency. And when this frequency is matched, then your body and mind will feel more relaxed, and you are more open and receptive and more able to process life, and also to take in new information with more ease. And that's why we're doing this first. So when you are ready, then please make yourselves comfortable wherever you are sitting right now, and preferably put your feet on the ground if you can. If you are in an environment where it's safe for you to close your eyes, then you are invited to close your eyes. I will do that as well. And then you can just follow my guidance. And first of all, become aware of where you are sitting. Notice your body. Feel where you're touching, where your body is touching, maybe the chair or on the floor, what you are sitting on, and feel your feet on the ground. Make yourself really present to this beautiful moment in time. And then take a deep breath in through your nose, and breathe out through your mouth. And every time when you breathe out longer than you have taken an in breath. So again, breathe in and long out. And again. Make it slow, slow, slow. And if you, for example, breathe in for 4, then you breathe out for 6, you find your own rhythm, and just keep going with this in and out breath, long out breathing. And just keep going with this, find your own rhythm, be comfortable in that. Really center your awareness on your breath. Relax your body with each breath out. And if you want to, you can now take one of your hands and put it in the center of your chest, where your heart is, where your heart chakra is, so that you can be more present in this space. And you keep breathing naturally. And I invite you now to bring up the thought of something or someone in your life that you really appreciate, that you are grateful for, that you like, that you enjoy, that you even love. Think of that something or someone. And allow yourself to let these good feelings of gratitude and love and appreciation rise and take place in your heart and expand in your body, become bigger and bigger. Think about what you appreciate, you are grateful for, you love. Stay in this place for a moment and be really present with this, like soaking in these beautiful feelings. that raise your vibration, that open up your field, that harmonize the frequency of your heart and brain so that you can be more observant. With another moment. And then take a deep breath in and out again. And then you can open your eyes. And now I hope you're ready to get right into it. So here we go. Our view of the cosmos is how we understand our role within it. That is what will determine our future. It will decide whether we continue to evolve as an organic human being, applying our innate intelligence, or if we assimilate ourselves into the machines that operate on artificial intelligence. 𝗍𝗁𝗃 is a futurist and has been a leading developer in artificial intelligence for 61 years. So he knows his stuff. And he is notorious for his very accurate predictions on technological advancements for the last 35 years. He predicts that by 2029, that is only in 5 years, we will have reached a state called technological singularity. That means AI will be more intelligent than all the humans on the planet together. And we do not have the faintest idea what the consequences of that will be for organic human life on Earth, for you and for me. I want you to make a mental note of that, what you just heard, and come back to it later and get a sense of what kind of future would you like to live in. And take into consideration that the merger of human and machine is a real possibility called augmented humanity. 𝗍𝗁𝗃 also predicts when you talk to a human in 2035, so that's maybe 10 years, you will be talking to someone that's a combination of biological and non-biological intelligence. What that means is a human and an AI combined. So I personally prefer fully organic human beings, and therefore I live to explore how we can adapt and expand our innate human intelligence so that we have a chance of creating a future for ourselves in a world that will be largely governed by decisions made with AI. So the quantum learning class with its holographic classroom is my vision of how we can use what we already have in terms of intelligence to get a stand as humans within this digital revolution. I believe that AI will never be smarter than organic life intelligence. And I'd like to show you why I believe that. In order to enter the holographic classroom, as I call it, we first need to update our understanding of the cosmos that we all exist in. And we also need to expand our perception of who we think we are as human beings within this cosmos. And we need to enter a new paradigm of human communication skills. Those 3 steps will lay the foundation for our quantum learning experience. Today, we will consider 3 key principles. First, the cosmos is infinitely alive and intelligent. Second, we are multidimensional beings within the cosmos. And third, we can have a dialogue with all that is within this cosmos. So let's start with a very brief and narrow understanding of quantum physics and holographic principle as it is used in this class. Nikola Tesla, the famous inventor and physicist and futurist, teaches us that everything is vibration, and that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. What the quantum physicists have found out is that at the deepest level, at the quantum level of our existence, there is nothing, meaning there is no matter. There are no smaller and smaller physical particles that, like tiny building blocks, compose our tangible existence. What they have discovered, however, is that there is something within this perceived nothing. And that something appears like a vibrating field of energy, also called subtle energy. And physicists refer to it as unified field, or universal energy field, or the field of quantum potential, or the 0-point field. What is very interesting about this subtle energy is that neither science, nor religion, nor mystics can explain what this subtle energy is actually made of. It's a mystery. Pioneers of quantum science, like the great physicist David Bohm, have gotten so far as to describe this energetic field that is found on the quantum level of reality as a mind-like sea of energy, or an information field. In his book, The Undivided Universe, Bohm tells us that there is a mind-like quality present in every particle that becomes stronger and more developed the more subtle the level of reality becomes. So what we can understand here with Bohm is that our reality is based on and emerges from an intelligent vibrational field of subtle energy. What is even more interesting is that all cultures throughout the ages seem to know about this mind-like information field. And they just have different names for it. So in the Indian culture, it is called prana. The Chinese call it qi. In Europe, it is called bioenergy, or the field of information. In North America, it's called subtle energy. Yet other people who have a spiritual point of view, they call it supreme consciousness, or divine power, or God, or source energy. No matter what the name that you choose to give it, the descriptions and the understandings of it match each other, whether it's science or spirituality. From what I understand through my own experience beyond the physical, and from reading up on quantum science, what we are looking at is the creative consciousness, the life force and the intelligence of the cosmos, of all that is, a creative consciousness that holds information in form of vibration, an intelligence that is able to bring forth living matter like yourself through a process that we actually do not understand. So for no one knows how it actually happens when a child's heart in the womb of its mother suddenly starts beating and there is life, a living being. Imagine that miracle. For 6 weeks, it is only a clump only. It's a clump of cells slowly morphing into a shape. And then all of a sudden, it is alive. It is a living being that organizes, that creates and heals itself, that communicates with its surroundings, that processes information, and that integrates this information into its own being. We have been observing this awe-inspiring process of our own creation that happens every day all over the world since our beginning. And yet there are still people out there who try to believe that our cosmos and our life is random and not an intelligent life form, which it is. That is what I believe. So here's another example to get a deeper understanding of that and how it matters for you and me when it comes to learning. If you take an acorn, for example, and you observe how this tiny thing grows into a giant old oak, then you have to ask yourself, how did it know how to become that? The answer is its seed gets the informational blueprint as a vibrational pattern from the field of subtle energy, from the field of information. And we can understand that quite easily because we know that this acorn will never turn out to be a car. That's obvious to us. That never happened because that's not what is supposed to happen with it. That's not its blueprint, its vibration, its pattern. So just like this acorn, as a human being, we are at our deepest level also a very specific vibrational pattern, a unique vibrational pattern of subtle energy, and that exists within this creative consciousness, within the field of information. And I created this little slide here for you to give you a little bit of an idea of what it is what it is here to understand. So you see these little stick figures there, and you see a spiral, a vortex, and you see this vibrational field. So from this vibrational field of information, you come into being, and you are connected to it, and you stay connected to it, ever. So, but what determines us from the oak tree is that we have the function of free will written into our pattern. And that is very special, because that allows evolution for us. And that is actually the same freedom to create that the creative consciousness has itself, that the cosmos has itself, to create and to evolve. And we are just like it. In fact, we are one and the same, if you take this image of connection. And contrary to the oak tree, we human beings, we have a choice. We have that choice in our pattern, and the ability to consciously interact and consciously co-create with the fabric of life, the field of information. We are not just determined to be one thing, to become one thing like the oak. We have the potential and the ability, the free will, and the choice to evolve. So quantum scientists teach us about infinite potentiality within this field of information. They observed that everything in this field exists in a state of potential that is called superposition. So what happens when there is a conscious observer becoming aware of that potential is that the wave of the vibrational energy starts to collapse, and it becomes a particle. It actually becomes matter. There are two things that we could understand from this. Number one, there is an awareness within this cosmos, because there was matter before we even ever existed as human beings. And two, we are conscious observers, aware of our own world in every moment. So we participate in the creation of our world, in the creation of the cosmos. However, most of the time we pretend to be unconscious of that. The strongest vibration that we as human beings emit are our thoughts and emotions. Those are the reactions that we have to the world around us that we observe. And it is by our thoughts and emotions that we actually collapse the waves, the subtle energy, into matter. In short, our thoughts and emotions matter. I think it's really fascinating if you hear this and you really let this come into your space, if you really let this sink in. This is where the magic happens. And we have that. We have that ability. We have that access. So, but on the other hand, what happens if we are unconscious of our thoughts and emotions? When we become numb or dumb? Because, for example, we conveniently let AI do all the work and decision-making for us. Then, sadly, we no longer fully and consciously participate in the process of creation. We outsource our capacity to choose and co-create and be alive within the cosmos. We outsource our being to a limited, non-alive circuit board that computes a forever finite amount of already known data. Think about that. There's nothing truly creative and alive about that. It is mere recycling of what is already known. If you want to create true, genuine innovation that is in the very sense of the word, inspiring, that inspires you and others, that sparks your spirit, you have to go beyond that and start talking to the cosmos rather than chatting with a ChatGPT, which only has limited answers and potential for you. There is the quantum field that has infinite potential and unlimited information for you. I hope that these explanations or these examples and metaphors help you to see clearly what your potential is and what you as a human being can do. And I hope that this class will help to give you more access to this ability. And now is a good time, after you heard so many things, that we actually could get into something practical. And for today, I have a way that I want to share with you that I personally also use every day for my own questions and for my own learning and for my own evolution and expansion as a human being. So what we need to do in order to communicate with the cosmos on the quantum level is that we need to adjust our own vibration. And we can achieve this by bringing our brainwave into the frequency of the theta brainwave state, which is 4 to 8 hertz. And that is very easy. What happens at that state is that we have conscious access to our subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, that is the door to the cosmos. So you all know that state. It naturally occurs for you every day, like in the morning when you wake up, before you are really ready to get out of bed, in the state between where you do not know really, am I still dreaming or am I already awake? Your body still is resting, but your mind already gets active. And the same in the evening before you go to bed again. Same state, it's the theta brainwave state. So twice a day, you have a really great opportunity to very naturally and easily access communication with the cosmos just by waking up or going back to sleep. The exercise that we are using helps us to easily achieve this state. And this meditation was that we are about to use was created by 𝗺cie𝗿𝗶𝗁, who is the founder of the theta healing technique. And if you want to know more about that, you can either go to my website or you can go to thequantumexplorers.com. There you will find more information about this meditation and the whole modality of theta healing. So now, when you are ready, I'd like to ask you again to make yourselves comfortable in your chair or wherever you're sitting. And again, like in the beginning of the class, bring your feet to the ground if possible. If it's safe for you to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. And then you'll just follow my guidance and take a deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in and out. And a third time, deep breath in and out. Now, from the present moment where you are sitting, fully aware of yourself and your body and the surrounding, bring your awareness to your heart center, to your beautiful heart. And remember the exercise in the beginning of the class. Think about something that you enjoy, that you are happy about, that you love, that you are grateful for, that you appreciate. And let your heart expand with these beautiful feelings. Let your breath naturally go in and out. And then drop your awareness, bring it down through your body to the soles of your feet. Feel the ground. And then go deep into the ground with your awareness. Down, down, down. Go into the earth. Deeper and deeper through all the layers and layers and layers of the earth until you get to the center of the earth. And here you make a beautiful connection between your heart and the heart of the earth, in whichever way that feels comfortable for you. And once you are fully connected, you can take a deep breath in and bring the beautiful, nourishing, grounding energy of the earth up through all the layers of the earth, into the soles of your feet, into your body, into every cell of your body, up, up, up through your entire body, through your legs, your pelvic area, belly, chest, arms, neck, head, until you reach the top of your head. And there you allow it to build a beautiful ball of light. Pretend that you are in this ball of light now. Notice the color of this ball of light. And then this ball of light starts to vibrate and shoots up into the sky, goes up, 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 through all the layers, the Earth atmosphere, into the universe, leaving the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, leaving behind the known universe, going up, 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 higher, 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 through all the layers and layers of light, through a golden light, higher, going through a rainbow-colored light, the pink mist of compassion, going higher. And then you see a beautiful iridescent bright white light, and there you go with your ball of light. Go into that. Go higher and higher and higher until you reach the highest point, truth, infinite potential, instant healing, manifestation, magic. You can open your bubble and you can solve it, and you can become one with this field. This is what we talked about, the field, the quantum field, the field of infinite potential, the field of information. And that is exactly where you go. And it's natural for you. You know that space, you know that feeling. It's something that you already have done unconsciously. Now you're doing it consciously. And just being here, being fully present in this space, is already healing. It's already changing your vibration. And now what you can do for today to integrate the class, everything that you have heard so far, to create a better understanding of this learning experience, you can ask, and I'll do that, is ask that all the information of this class, all the concepts, all the knowledge and the wisdom and the understandings, all the feelings that are connected to that teaching, that they are made aware for you in your being, in your body, in every cell of your body, every part of your being, across all times and dimensions, so that you have the highest truth of all of that, highest understanding. And you can walk away from this class today knowing that you have fully understood what you have heard, and that you are able to apply it in your life, that you can remember it, that you can use it in the highest and best, most loving and joyful way for you from now on. If you want that, you can say yes to yourself out loud or in your mind. And then you allow that just to be your reality, be your truth. Have that activated in your unique energy pattern. So now take a deep breath in, and you can slowly come back. So you bring back your bubble, you get back into your bubble, and we go back down all the way through the rainbow colored light, through the golden light, down, 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 through all the layers of light, into the universe, across the known universe, through all the layers of the Earth atmosphere, until your bubble rests again on top of your head, and you bring your energy awareness back into your body fully and completely with the new information, and integrate this with your physical being. Bring your awareness down, 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 down to the soles of your feet and back into the earth, back to the core of the earth, heart of the earth, so that the earth also knows who you are right now with all of this new information that you just absorbed. And take another deep breath. And bring your awareness up again into the soles of your feet, through your entire body, until it is resting on the top of your head, under your skull. And then you can open your eyes. Wonderful. I hope that this was a pleasant experience for you to have this meditation done that connects you with this field of information and infinite potentiality that you get to ask all of your questions. And that is what we will be doing in the further classes. So here's a little bit more about why this class is called Holographic Classroom. Actually, the cosmos is our classroom, and we are like a hologram of it, meaning that we contain all the information from that field within us, as does all living being, through our connection with the cosmos. So that was the quantum part of our quantum learning class. We will dive deeper into how the entire cosmos can actually be our classroom in the coming classes, especially in class 4 about the quantum holodeck method of learning. We will have a closer look at the holographic principle and what it means for the future of learning. Next class, we will start to practically apply the 3 key principles of quantum learning, which we have integrated today. And that is, number 1, the cosmos is infinitely alive and intelligent. Number 2, we are multidimensional beings within this cosmos. And number 3, we can have a dialogue with everything in the cosmos. And yeah, you will learn how to simply and effectively communicate with the creative cosmos, and how you can get your answers and inspirations directly from this infinite mind-like field of information, from the divine mind, as I like to understand it. So this concludes the content for today, the class for today. There is now an opportunity for questions and answers. So if you have any questions, you are welcome to put them in the chat, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay, so I see that there is no question so far. That either means everything is very well understood, or you are still in the process of integrating that, which is both fine. If questions come up for you in the future, then there's always an opportunity to reach out. You can either email me directly at my email info@thequantumexplorers.com, or you can come to Facebook into the Facebook group, The Quantum Explorers. I'm also available, or I also have a channel at Instagram where I post most of the new stuff that I bring out. And what I'm really happy and proud of is that now the classes will be available from now on the Quantum Explorers YouTube channel, which you can find under @thequantumexplorers. And I hope you check it out. There's already 1 class up from today on, and more classes like these are to come in the future. And should it be so that you are interested in more of this kind of work, and you want to become more skillful in your way and your ability to communicate with the creative cosmos, then I also offer a session package within my business to really clear and open your communications channels. And you can book this on my website, taniaelias.com, under booking. You will find this. So with that, I conclude this class, and I hope you had a really good time. I see there's one question here coming in. How can I best be in interaction with AI? This is a brilliant question that I also asked myself. And I would say for now, since this is not the focus of this class entirely, but also part of everything that we are experiencing, I would say, first of all, really consciously. So making yourself aware what you are communicating with, and creating an understanding for yourself, because there are people out there in the development of AI who think about AI as a new digital species. And that is a very specific view of AI. Another view is to see it simply as a tool. It is a tool like a computer, like a telephone, like any other digital gadget that we had before. It has now a different form. It can do different things, and it does do a lot more. But you, as a human being, you determine how you want to see it and what you understand it is for you in your world. And that also determines how you want to interact with it. If you see it as a machine, as a computer, then your interaction will definitely be a little bit different as if you would see it as a conscious being, like another human being, which can easily happen because if you take a chat with ChatGPT, then there is an experience of, oh, this sounds like a human being. But in fact, it is not. It is not a conscious human being like you sitting in this class here right now. So this is how far I can go right now with this question. I really am grateful for this question because it is actually sparking already an idea for a next class or for a next video, because that questions like these are actually exactly the right questions that we should be addressing at this point of in time with the recent development or with future development. So one thing I could imagine to conclude answering this question is to do exactly what we just have done in this meditation, to connect with the quantum field and to ask the question about that and ask what is the truth about this actually, and how can humans interact in the highest and best way with the products that we have created in terms of AI. I hope that is already a little bit of an answer. I know it is not extensively answering this question because there's so much that can be said about this, but I'd like to save this for another time. And thank you very much for this amazing question. I hope to see you back for another discussion of that. And for now, this class is concluded. I hope to see you back next Thursday when we do the second part, where we're going into how the communication can actually be done with the quantum field. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.